Shalom. All praises go to the Most High Yahweh. Ba'asham Yahawashah, Ba'asham Makakadash. Double honors unto the elder apostles at Great Millstone. Hey, what's up? Double honors unto the elder apostles at Great Millstone for the teachings of the scriptures, among other things. And Shalom to the sincere Akim across the world. Shalom.
Shalom.
Now I wanted to make a quick announcement. So this is going to be uploaded on the new channel because they done blocked our other channel because of a video I uploaded concerning the news being repetitive, and they said I'm inciting violence and stuff like that and glorifying the act of violence. We all know that everything that is being pushed in the media is all sponsored by Pfizer and all these other type of companies that have a big interest in getting paid. Plus they got it made and made. They wanted no limit and they got it. They got it now to a certain degree. You know? Because there ain't no limit. The sky's the limit basically to a Edomite's pocket now. Just like that episode on South Park where you got everybody going broke, but Stan's father, he was actually making money in the holiday, the pandemic special. The pandemic special is an episode about how he's getting richer and richer off of that weed that he's selling. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is actually suffering because a lot of businesses is going out of business, man. You know why? Because they taken away the fact of the answer and of means of making money. You know? And that is basically the jobs. I just saw a store right here, another one went out of stock, out of business. So now there's already like 1, 2, there's a couple.
But that one went back into business.
But that one went back into business. They probably cut down on a lot of people. I don't know what the hell they did, but they cleared everything up, and now it's full of people again. You know, but we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see what's up. Before you know it, they're gonna be the only place that you can actually go to get food from, because they're taking off all these businesses because they're going out of business because they shutting them down. And then the only place that you're gonna be able to get some food is actually through them. And then they're gonna be able to actually implement that. Hey, if you ain't got no vaccination or something like that, then you ain't getting no food. They already do that by trying to starve you out to a certain degree. Like, hey man, you can't come over here if you're vaccinated. But the grocery is just like the essential stores. They don't really bother you. They actually bother you, but they don't mandate it. But you got the other stores. They mandate it so hard that basically they shut them stores down, man. Now the so-called non-essential stores, they open until, some of them are open until 9 o'clock. Supermarkets are open until 10. I bet your ass they're happy. They get some revenue coming in, man. But this is what we've been telling you, Jakes, man. We've been telling you, like back in the days, we've been telling you that these things are going to happen. We've been talking about it for years, man. And we've been telling you that, you know, if you really want to have some money, don't invest your money in some stupid ass liquor or club or any type of bread and circus type of thing, man. What you need to be investing your money in is, well, not now, but we was already talking about it back then. Like, why ain't these rich Jake, you know, these so-called celebrity Jakes, why aren't they investing their money into land, into cattle, into food, into water? If you invested those three things, food, water, and, you know, land, then you're always going to have an income, 100%. Because nobody on the planet Earth can go without food or water. You don't need no damn Coca-Cola. You need some water. Because in order to make Coca-Cola, what do you think you need? Piss? They probably make it with piss too. But the point is that in order to get piss, you need water. That's the point. If you don't get piss. Yeah. Yes. Because if you're dehydrated, you can't take a leak. You know? So you need that water.
Crazy.
Eventually. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you can talk.
I got a precept for you, real quick.
Okay.
This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 16. Having a good
conscience
Right?
that whereas they speak evil of you, as of evildoers,
As of evildoers.
as of evildoers, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversation in Yahweh Shai.
They falsely accuse your good conversation in Yahweh Shai. That is exactly what they're doing. Because here it is, we speaking good about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and they say that we're the liars. Meanwhile, you got these news anchors repeating the same thing from different states, man. Different days of the hour, different hours of the day, different states, on so-called unrelated, whatever, causes. But they are all related because they're saying the same thing.
Yep.
Isn't states supposed to have different type of news?
Yep. Different things happening.
Different things happening?
Yep.
How come they repeat the same thing? Because it's all orchestrated. And it's brought to you by Pfizer.
Yep.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Yeah, that just shows you how powerful they are.
That shows you that the money makes them powerful. You could buy people, man. Listen, you can go to India right now and buy a virgin for not even 50 euros, man. You can go to Romania right now, do the same thing. So this shows you like people are all about money, man. This whole world is based on money. That's why you got a lot of Polish people coming over here. Why you think Polish people want to be here? In the 90s, Polish people didn't want to be here, man, because they was doing good over there. Romanian people didn't want to be here because they was doing good over there. They was doing good over there, man. It was no big deal. I remember that. I didn't see a lot of Romanian people and Polish. I seen a few, but not like you have today, where all of a sudden you got a whole area full of them. What the fuck you doing here? Because it's bad over there. That's why. And they want to come to the other Edomite places, their cousins, that then are a little bit better than theirs. But now they slowly but surely start to realize like here is shit too. Especially nowadays, man. You want to get a house, it's almost in 1,000 euros, man. And you get a room, not even a house.
Studio.
You know what I'm saying?
I was just offered a studio for 1,100. It's bigger, everything included. But that's fucking expensive, man.
It's too expensive, and then they want to pay you baby salaries. But guess what? This is not our arrest anyway, man.
Yeah.
We're here to actually not advance. We're here to actually sit out our sentence. When you go to jail, you don't have fun. You shouldn't. If you have fun, you belong there, man. You need to be put to death actually then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you really like it. When you go to jail, it's not somewhere that you need to want to go back to or want to go back to. That's the same thing that we're doing here. We're not here because we want to. We're here because we're slave descendants. And once that time comes, the Lord is going to destroy them devils that's enslaved us, just like how he did back in the Pharaoh time. You know, it's all about patience. It's all about reality. It's all about fact. Like I said, we're not here to actually entertain people, even though the majority of our people do entertain people. Because all they want to do is make some money over here, tap dance, and get rich, and be balling in a big ass house and stuff like that. Meanwhile, the rest of you people are suffering. You don't got that Moses mentality. What did Moses do? He did not want to sit and rub elbows with how you call them? Bill Snakes or something like that, man. He didn't want to sit and rub elbows with the Rothschilds or the DuPonts or the Gettys.
Want me to read it?
Yeah, go.
This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 23. By faith, Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents, because they saw he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the king's commandment.
Like we are not supposed to be afraid of these king's commandments also. When they say nonsense like, yeah, take the chip or die, we ain't scared of you, bitch.
Yeah.
Mama's
Kill me. That's a
we're not
glorious
dying.
death.
We're not dying.
Yeah.
You can kill yourself. You start wrapping you start wrapping something around your neck and start jumping in the ocean. Once that time comes, we're going to pick you right back up and we're going to touch you. So you ain't escaping anyway. You can kill yourself now. If you were Israelite, you can kill yourself. Because we're not going to wake your dumb ass up and touch you.
Yeah, you coming back.
And so you heathens, you can kill yourself if you want to.
Ain't gonna do no good.
It's going to give you a temporary rest.
Temporary.
Until that time comes that we get that spiritual power and then wake your dumb ass back up. Torture time.
Hey, you know how
And we will be able to do that, but we're not gonna. Well, we will see what we will be allowed to do. The point is that, let's say you kill yourself right now and we don't catch you. Cool. In the kingdom we catch you, born back as a baby. So either way, we're gonna get you. Vengeance is ours, saith the Lord. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Yeah.
But He will use His men to actually and to actually get you over on that one, man. That's in Ezekiel chapter 25. So read on.
Right, because we're gonna be heirs, man.
Right.
Right.
Joint heirs. Yeah, you could get that in Romans chapter 8.
Reading on. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter.
Because he didn't want nothing of the benefits and the perks of that so-called easy, beautiful life. He'd rather suffer with his own people and just basically have that Moses mentality. That's what we're talking about. You know, always refer to the Moses mentality. If you see a clown as Jake trying to actually excel into this world, trying to go to college and stuff like that, for what? Then you gotta follow cave monkey shit. I ain't dying with that shit. And we from the Netherlands, Europe. You don't have a lot of our people trying to go to college. It's not in our head. It's not in our DNA. We don't think like that. Not the generation that I know of. I mean, I don't know now. I still don't see a lot of Jakes going to college. When you go to America, they boast about science. The science says. I even saw Jakes doing push-ups and shit like that. And he was explaining, yeah, the science says, you know, there's science behind it. You know, if you put your hands like this, not like this, then saying that you can get more muscle, mass muscle, scientifically. I was looking at that and I told myself, like, these people are totally destroyed. This new generation is going on, and dude look buff as hell. Typical Jake. But that guy has the mentality of an Edomite. Nay, not the mentality. I mean the philosophy of an Edomite.
That wine.
And Sophie means knowledge. Philosophy. Philosophy. Sophia means knowledge, right? So basically they got Edomite knowledge, man. The knowledge of an Edomite, which is actually going to actually destroy you. Because their knowledge is all backwards, man. Men can be females if they want to. A female can be a man if he wants to. That's totally not in the Bible. It's totally not in the Bible. Because the Bible speaks about that. The Heavenly Father created man and woman. Not Eve, Evelyn and Eve. Or Steve and Adam and Steve. Didn't do that. He created it the original way. Not the way of man or female.
Was in Genesis, it said, "Be ye fruitful and multiply."
Right. And
you can't multiply with two guys together.
let's start with Genesis chapter 1 verse.
Finish this off real quick.
Yeah.
We'll get to that point. Verse 25. Now this is the point. Choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High Yahweh than to avoid much sin.
That's why we don't want your money. You just shove it up your behind. We don't want your money. We're not asking for your money. And we don't want your damn children in our neighborhoods, in our facilities, because what do these cave people do? They rape children in churches, man. So we coming up with the spirit. Give me that in Matthew 18. Start at 1. This is what we teach the children. That's why they block our videos. And then they say that, it's age restricted. They want to age restrict our videos because they know we teaching the children, man. But we teaching the children how to be spiritual. Not to want to buy makeup and trying to make yourself pretty into basically an object as a female. Which you will be the daughters of Jacob. Which you will become a woman. Okay, not a goddamn female that's walking around on the planet Earth showing off their chest trying to catch pneumonia. You know what I'm saying? All open-chested and stuff like that. Meanwhile, it's cold as hell. I just saw a female trying to show her belly button. She was fat. And she's still trying to show her belly button, man. And I was thinking to myself, like, yo, I'm not thinking to myself. Bitch heard me. I said, hey, it's cold. Why you got your, why your thing showing? I wasn't talking directly to her.
It was indirect.
But I said it. I said it while she was walking by. I told him, like, yo, it's cold as hell, and she got her belly button showing. And of course, the beast heard me.
She smiled.
And but hey, she trying to be sexy, man. But that's not what we teach the daughters of Jacob.
There you go, example right there.
But oh shit, hey,
Yeah, most eyes on point, man.
I didn't even see that. But can you read on?
Little girl. This is Matthew chapter 18, verse 1, and it reads,
Need to get that vaccine.
At the same time came the disciples unto Yahushua, saying, Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Yahushua called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them.
He called a little child. Now this is not no symbolic little child. This was an actual individual, physical little child. Right?
And said,
But then he will be referring to that child and then telling a grown man, you need to be symbolically as that child. You know what I'm saying? But this is an actual physical child. It's my eye watering. Go. Right eye.
Yeah,
Damn it, man.
the oil, huh? Right. And said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children.
Right. Symbolically become as these little children. Be born again. First Peter chapter 2, verse 2. Desire the sincere milk of the word that you may grow thereby. So we're actually babes. We're supposed to be turned back into babes, man. So that you can actually learn this truth. Because if you're a grown man, for example, like the Zakari clique, you know what I'm saying? He's a grown man right now. Grew up too fast. And then he messed up. Because, you know, the doctrine that you're teaching is totally, not totally different, but a little bit different than what you have been taught. For example, you took out the book of Hebrews, right? Meanwhile, the book of Romans chapter 1, verse 1, get that. Just an example, Romans 1 and 1.
This is Romans chapter 1, verse 1, and it reads,
Then you should take out the book of Romans also then.
Paul, a servant of Yahushua,
Which you say you don't believe in.
called to be an apostle.
By who? By Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, and Leonardo? Or maybe it was Master Splinter. Maybe it was actually counter of Master Splinter. Maybe his duplicated twin, you know, a albino lab rat. You know? No. Sure is dope.
I'm just throwing it in there.
Maybe it was an albino Splinter, you know, a clone. Or a duplicate twin, an evil twin. Maybe it was him. Maybe he called him. Let's see who called him though.
Right. And it says, and it reads,
That's all they want.
right, Paul, a servant of Yahushua, called to be an apostle, separated unto the gospel of Yahweh.
Yeah, onto the gospel of the Most High. Because this is the gospel of the Most High. And Yahushua came to solidify it. He manifested in it. Give me that in Matthew 5 and 17 on down. He is basically the manifestation. And then go to Hebrews 10, where it says, the book, it is written of me. And then go to, to Matthew 5 and 17, right? And then, what did I say? So Hebrews 10. Matthew 5 and 17, and Hebrews 10, get Hebrews 10. Hebrews 10. Right? You see little kids girl playing, they have no care in the world whatsoever. They don't know that an evil monstrous machine type devil Edomite is actually trying to kill them. They have no idea, they're just having fun, playing around, because they ain't got no care in the world. You know what I'm saying? And actually it's for these type of people we kind of doing it for. For the little children, just like Yahushua said. And I don't see no demon in them. Sometimes you could just look at people and be like, goddamn evil motherfucker. You could just look at them, you know? You could just look at certain people and you just don't like them.
Even children.
Even children.
You see some of the children, man.
They're monsters. Some of them are monsters.
I saw this little girl. She was a little girl, man, and she was already prostitute. Trying to be grown.
I saw that video.
I was like, what the fuck?
That's because of their whore-ass mother.
Yeah.
Ezekiel chapter 16. As is the mother, so is the daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How did she learn that shit?
Your mama, your whole ass mama got her from her whole ass mama. But anyway, read on.
Yeah. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 17, and it reads,
Right?
it's like it.
Think not that I come to destroy the law.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
What's this?
This is the Bible. This is the Bible.
Religion.
Yeah.
Religion.
It's not really religion.
But go on.
Another mission.
Another mission. This is another mission. Yeah, to gather our people. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Indianos upon the planet Earth.
Do you believe for that?
Of course we believe in this.
Of course.
Yes. What do you think? This is not a Caucasian book. This is
No.
a dark-skinned book. This is our book from the Middle East. The so-called white people took it, and then they took it and they made it and they brought it to the West. This book is from the East. We are from the East.
Bible
Yeah.
is the copy of
The Quran?
before Codex.
Codex.
Older Codex.
I never heard
Is-
of that.
Yes, of course. I read this.
Right,
That's
but the Bible is not the first book. We know that.
Yeah.
Okay, we know that.
Primitive law.
Right. But we follow this anyway as what other people say. This is not the first book. We know that. Because there was books before this. You had the Egyptian book. You had all these other philosophies and stuff like that. You had a lot of things. But this book was specifically written by the time that we as a people were a nation. So that's why we follow this book. Because it's our book. It's not the book of the world.
Yeah.
It's the book of our people.
I don't believe for any religion.
It's cool, man. So
Yeah.
this then is
Then
not
why
for
are you
you.
here?
This then is not
Why
for
are
you.
you here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want
You
to
don't
ask
believe
questions?
No, I don't believe any
Okay.
books religion.
Then this is not for you then. This is the Bible. We talk about the Bible. A person that is not interested in the Bible, then it's like you talking about Xbox and me talking about PlayStation.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, cool. So we going on. Read on.
Yeah.
But you can listen if you want to. It doesn't matter. But we're doing this for the camera. But
But
read on.
where is your microphone?
We don't
It's
need-
right here.
We talking.
It picks it up. Read on.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Right?
I am not come to destroy,
Right.
but to fulfill.
To fulfill. So he was the manifestation thereof, and therefore he comes to actually do the will, what is written in the Bible, which is the thing that we're actually supposed to be doing according to the scriptures itself. Okay, so go on.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law
So that's what we're going.
till all be fulfilled.
They'll all be fulfilled. So he came to fulfill all the laws, as so we need to do, which we can't, and therefore he
What kind of
comes
religion
into
you
the.
prefer?
That's why he comes into the, how you call that thing, into the forgiveness, because he's the spirit of grace.
What kind of religion you prefer?
Give me John chapter 1, verse 1. What you say?
What kind of religion you prefer? Christian?
We don't have religion, man.
But
Religion?
Bible is for Yiddish and Christian.
No, it's not. That's what you say. We don't believe that. Just like how you don't believe in certain things that we say, we don't believe in a lot of things that you say or the rest of the world. This is a book of law, statutes, and commandments. It has nothing to do with religion. Religion is man-made. We don't cater to religion. That's fake. We don't
Not
believe in
fake.
religion. Okay? We believe in the law, statutes. We believe in the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. We don't believe in religion. Give me John chapter 1, verse 1.
John first, chapter 1 and 1.
Hearing, man.
In the beginning was the Word,
You got tissue, right?
and
Give
the
me a
Word
tissue.
was with. I got it.
No, don't worry.
Let me start again. John 1 and 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Yahweh, and the Word was Yahweh.
Right.
The same was.
Scroll on down where it says that the Lord was the Word. Verse 8 or something like that. 6 or 7. The Word was made flesh. And the Word was made flesh.
14.
Right.
14. And the Word was made flesh,
He is that Word, Yahweh Shai. Go on.
and dwelt among us,
And dwelt among us is Yahweh Shai.
and we beheld his glory.
Right.
The glory as of the only begotten of the Father.
That's Yahweh Shai. Now go back to Hebrews chapter 10.
Here.
Oh, give me that.
What verse?
Where it says, I come in the volume of the book.
This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 7. Then said I, Lo, I come in the value of the book.
In the volume of the book,
It is written of me
it is written of Yahweh Shai. So he is the Spirit. He's the Spirit of grace.
to do thy will,
To do the
O
will
Yahweh.
To do the will of the Father.
Yep.
So, John was sent to do the will of Yahweh. It's the gospel of Yahweh, which he gave unto his son. and his son is actually doing the work of his father, Yahweh. So whose gospel is it? So read Romans 1 and 1 again. It is the gospel of Yahweh because he came to actually manifest the words of his father. And then his father gave the kingdom unto him. So now everything belongs to him. Because the Most High said in the book of, give me 2 Corinthians 15:24. Wait, no, not yet. 2 Corinthians 15:24. Or was it 1 Corinthians 15:24? I think it's 2 Corinthians 15:24. Yeah, it's cool, man.
2 Corinthians goes to 13.
Yeah, okay, what there?
1 Corinthians
2 Corinthians
13.
15. I think it's 1 Corinthians 15:24, I think.
Then cometh the end,
No,
and he shall have delivered up.
let me see. Maybe it was, it was, okay, it's 1 Corinthians 15. And start at 24.
1 Corinthians 15 and 24. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Yahweh.
When he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Yahweh, who's the he? Yahweh Shai. And he will give back the kingdom to Yahweh. But first, he's going to butcherly slaughter every single individual person that is not down with him unto death, torture type. If you believe it or not, he already killed the earth one time with water. This time he's going to kill the earth with fire, which is that nuclear fire. And after that, it's going. Before that, sorry, it's going to be the butchering of the angels. Ezekiel chapter 4. So read it. Great.
Even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power.
All rule and all authority and all power shall be put down. Give me that in Daniel chapter 7.
I got it. 7 and 14.
Yeah.
Daniel 7, chapter 7 and 14.
Right.
And there was given him dominion and glory
Yahweh Shai was given dominion and glory
and the kingdom,
and the kingdom.
that all people, nations, and language
Right.
should serve him.
You will, and you
Us-
will, well, whether you believe it or not. Now you're not serving him because you're about to go celebrate that bunny that lay eggs. It's all good. It's all good. I'm fuming, but I know he's even angrier than me, so I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing. Like I can't do anything. That too, I ain't got no authority, no power. But once that time comes, Yahweh Shai says he gonna give us power over the kingdoms in the book of Revelation chapter 2. So we waiting for that. I want that power. I want power over your life and your death. It's gonna be beautiful. You know,
His dominion is an everlasting dominion,
forever.
which shall not pass away,
Never.
and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
Never. No. Go back to where you were.
Back to 1 Corinthians 15 and 25. For he must reign till he had put all enemies under his feet.
That's what we're waiting for, until everybody's put under the feet of Yahweh Shai. This shows you that he has enemies. And what do you do with your enemy? You trample him. I like to hear the lamentation of the women.
Get in the chopper.
Get in the chopper.
We're gonna get in the chariots.
We're waiting for you, man.
I gotta
Go on.
The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death.
That's why we waiting for that immortality. Once that power come, you can't kill us. And that's about the time we finna be killing you. Yeah, immortality. Because if you're immortal, you don't die. It's gonna be dope. I hate standing this close to the damn camera. I hate that shit. I just look at my face, I'll be like, ooh. I hate seeing myself so. I hate that shit, man. Fucking irritating shit, man. I hate it. I hate it when people put their face all up in the. I hate that shit, man. I can't. I don't want to look at videos like that. Now here, as I'm doing it, the only reason I'm close to the thing is because I want to grab it because the wind is going. You know, I already tried it a couple of minutes ago. You know. So that's why we're standing close to the camera. Normally, I'm not that close to the camera. I don't like that, man.
So
Okay, go on.
I got a precept concerning
Yeah, give me.
This is Isaiah 66, verse 15, and it reads, "For behold, the Lord will come with fire,
Right.
and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
That's what we're waiting for.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh."
With all flesh shall the Lord plead, with his sword and with fire.
Yep.
That's what we're waiting for. And these people be thinking, oh, he coming up to hand flowers. He's not coming to
Chocolates and
hand
shit.
flowers. What he's coming to do is actually butcher people to death because of the sins that they committed all their lives long, or for all these centuries. Especially the Sodomites, Sodom and Gomorrah. People think that they're girls while they're men or boys, whatever, and they're females, but they think they're men. That's one of the greater sins. That's a sin unto death. You got the adultery, sinning beasts walking around upon the planet Earth. You got the lust creating little sluts upon the planet Earth walking around, showing their tits, navel, everything and anything. Even if it's cold, you know, they got the short jackets and stuff like that so you can see the big ass.
the rear end showing.
You know what I'm saying? Here goes another example.
Yeah.
You know, they
Just
buy
saw
the
one
they buy the shortest jacket just to show their booty. There goes another one.
Pants is so far up in their booty crack. Look like her pants is eating the butt eating the pants. What
But
the
this
hell?
shows you what a female is really actually thinking when she leaves the house. She thinking like, I hope I get seen as an object today, but I want them to respect my mind. You need to be bitch smacked.
Yeah, that's right.
Go on.
Right.
The slain of the Lord shall be many.
I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? So go back to that. Once the Lord comes, look, read that again. Once the Lord come, he said, the slaying of the Lord shall be many. When the Lord comes back, he's going to kill a lot of people, man. He's going to kill you Sodomites. He's going to kill you adulterer beasts. He's going to kill you witches. He's going to kill sorcerers. He's going to kill liars. Matter of fact, get 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9.
There's a lot of
We're going to
witches.
see who he's actually going to butcher. And then go back to the 1 Corinthians 15.
May I say something?
Wait.
1 Corinthians
6 and 9.
6 and 9. 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh?
So even if you're not a sodomite, even if you're just an unrighteous sack of shit, like a con artist, you're an unrighteous man. You're conning people out of their life savings and stuff like that, destroying families. And then you're gonna talking about you want to see me eat, like Sister Polite, for example. He's talking about that a lot of people hate him and they don't want to see him eat. Meanwhile, he took a lot of money and a lot of food off of other people's their plates by scamming the stuffings out of them. But it's all good, man. Everybody get what they deserve. So it's all good, man. You trust the demon, good. They got you one time, don't let them get you again. If they get you again, then they say, man, there's stupidity on you. Go on.
Be not deceived, neither fornicators,
Right,
nor adulterers,
right. Idol
or
worship.
idolaters, sorry, it's like
Idolaters.
nor adulterers,
Adulterers and adulterers.
yes, for
What?
Effeminate.
effeminate.
No effeminate man.
Yeah.
You might be a guy that has a lot of females, but you tweak when you talk
With the long hair
or
and
something
shit,
like that, or
know?
you got the long hair.
You like-
Even if you look manly and shit, no. That's not talking about the effeminate man. An effeminate man is a guy that's kind of girly, a girly man, as the Terminator would say. That dude.
Scared to get dirty.
I hate your guts, man, but then you're funny. You're a character to me. I just recently actually started to check out Joe Biden, because in the beginning I saw that devil when he was younger, and I didn't like him, man. I never liked him. But this is the day. Today is the first day that I actually really checked him. It's not the first day. I checked him a few other days also, a couple of minutes, and I started laughing, man. I was like, this guy, Bruce, he's like this old Edomite that don't really know what's really going on.
You don't know right
You
from
know?
left.
And then I started to like him. I thought he was a smart devil. Ain't nothing what I hate more than a smart devil. A smart devil is the one that I fucking want to destroy. But a dumb devil, I laugh at that shit, man. I think Donald Trump is one of the funniest Edomites
That's what I said.
upon the planet Earth. He got my vote.
Even
You know, he's a funny devil. You know, I laugh when I laugh because he's a liar, man.
Yeah.
He's a liar, and I like it. I like it
to his
because
teeth.
I like it when I know when the devil is lying. I hate it when I don't know when he's lying. Then I hate him. You know what I'm saying? Like the elites, I hate their guts, man, because I know they're lying. You know what I'm saying? And I know they're liars, the good liars. But a Trump, he's a stupid liar, man. And that's why he's funny to me. And Joe Biden is the same. He's just a defenseless old Edomite. I still whoop your ass if I get that chance, boy. I don't give a shit. But for now, since we in Cardinal, I think you're hilarious. I think you are an embodiment of the America today. That is, you are an embodiment of America. You are a representative and a representation of America. When I look at America, when I look at Joe Biden, I see the whole the so-called country, America, so-called country, old, broken, senile, don't really know what's really going on, looking at you like, what's wow? I didn't know that. He said shit like that. I saw him on a so-called press conference talking about there are 45,000 bridges in America. Do you know that? I couldn't stop laughing for maybe like 15 to 20 seconds, man. That shit was funny as hell. Why you gonna talk about? But because the infrastructure of America is breaking down, and he was talking about it. But he said, "Did you know that one of the world's greatest bridges are from here?" And the people was clapping in the audience. I was like, "Oh shit, this guy is funny. I like him. Now I kind of like him because I see he's stupid." They picked him up on purpose. Listen, man, they gonna pick a smart intellectual Edomite to run that factory that's finna go down. America is a factory. It breeds stupid people.
Yeah,
That's what it creates. It's stupid as hell. You might think I'm a racist or I'm a patriot because I like Europe. Fuck Europe too, man. Fuck you talking about. The point is that I hate America. That's the point. That's fucking. I hate Edomites actually. Fucking hate French. Edomites. Fucking hate French. I hate Belgium. You know what I'm saying?
Every single of these.
I tolerate the Dutch. I didn't say I didn't hate them. I said I tolerate them.
You have to.
I tolerate them. I hate Belgium.
Yeah, crazy wins.
Fucking devils. I hate their guts. Yeah, they got the child.
What? What? Are you serious? I'm actually helping out. Brother's clowning me. Little child, you know, he might run away.
Oh yeah. Right. So now you got how you call that thing? You got all these countries like Spain. I don't like it neither, you know. But going on.
Nor abusers of themselves, nor mankind.
Nor abusers of. That's a sodomite, man. If you're a female, you are abusing yourself with your own kind. Female upon female. That's female upon female crime. Men upon men crime is a sodomy, man. You know. There shall not be a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
Right there.
And he was laughing. Did you see that? He was like, mm-hmm. You know, that shows you that the spirit of the Most High is like a spirit. You know, you don't even pay attention when these people be walking by or biking by. You just say something, and then they feel like you're talking about them. Yeah. I am talking about you, but I didn't see you. That's spiritual. Because I'm not paying attention to these people that's walking around. Not all the time. Most of the time, I'm not paying attention. I have no idea why my eye is watering the whole time. I think I know. I have an idea. Wait. No, don't leave it. Well. Okay, you know what?
Nor thieves, nor coverters.
Here come the season bush. Yeah, prostitutes. The prostitutes.
Oh, Precision Bergier.
Yep. Whores. They can't read up, man.
Nor thieves,
I want to cuss their ass out, but again,
What the horse is this?
North
what the whore is this? It's a whore? Horse. Okay, we know.
nor drunkards, nor
Even
revealers.
the Edomite was like, don't hug me.
Don't touch me.
Hey, that shit's beautiful. You got the nigga ass woman trying to hug an Edomite ass Edomite.
He's a son of
And
a
he just, get away from me. We should have had that on camera.
Get away from me.
That's why you show these black females, you're still getting disco balled by these Edomites that you're really trying to hug, but they ain't trying to hug you.
Did you see
That's a
that?
beautiful thing. But go on, man.
Nor revealers, nor
No revilers, meaning critical abusing with your mouth, especially the leaders of Israel, starting with the elder apostles on down, which you believe or not. But anyway, let me focus on a little bit more deeper. Okay, you go on, man.
nor extortioners.
No extortionists. So you can't be an extortionist, man. You can't extort people for money or anything. Extort them out of pussy. That's a pimp. Extorting a female out of some pussy. Not even a whoremonger. You're just forcing her to actually lay down with you. You're not allowed to do that. You're not gonna make it into the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. As the scripture says, man. What's up? As the scripture says, man. Read on.
Shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh.
Shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. So none of you, man. So go on.
And such were some of you.
And such were some of you. So some of the Israelites were all those things that we just named: sodomites, effeminate men, lesbians, revilers, child fuckers. Because you had that back in the days of Rome, because it says like when in Rome, do as the Romans do, and that is exactly what they was doing. So
And such were some of you. But ye are washed. But ye are washed.
But ye are washed through what?
But ye are sanctified.
Sanctified. And what? And how did you get sanctified? You guys sanctified by this word. Ephesians 5:29. No, it doesn't really. Go on.
But ye are justified in the name of the Lord Yahushua,
Yeah?
and by the Spirit of our power, Yahweh.
By the Spirit of our power, Yahweh. Go to Revelation 21:8. Go to Revelation 21:8. Give me Galatians 5:19. You.
Revelation 21:8.
Right.
But the fearful and unbelieving and the
So
abomination.
that's why Esau want to actually push that unbelieving type of spirit upon you, make you not believe, make you not really know what's really going down. Guess what? If you are in a state of doubt, going on a double-minded tip, you don't know where the hell to go, you're following the doctrine, it's like the wind is blowing upon the waters, and how the waters all boisterous all over the place. If you have that type of mentality, then guess what? Lord ain't dealing with you. Because you gotta understand that He gives that type of doctrine to a person that he wants to let destroy, because He already knows your heart. He already know you're not worthy to eat these pearls. Give not thy pearls unto swine. That means He doesn't want you. He doesn't want you. You're not worthy to actually listen, to understand. You're worthy to listen, but you're not worthy to understand. Because it says many are called, but few are chosen. All the ones that are called, they can all hear, but they haven't been given the spirit of understanding, which is His Holy Spirit. And all of y'all need to be put to death then, according to the scriptures itself. Right? And you will be. All we need to do is patiently and faithfully wait. So go on. Ik wil die kanker fucking nigga slopen, jongen.
And the,
Call it bullshit.
and the abominable.
Read on.
Abominable. And the murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers,
Sorcerers. A pimp is not going to make it in the kingdom of heaven, man.
and and adulterers
And adulterers, man.
and all liars
All liars. That's the whole house of Esau.
shall have their parts in the lake of
Fire.
no.
Okay.
In the select. Shall have their parts in the lake which burneth with fire,
You're gonna have your part in the nuclear fire, which is where you belong. Your body shall be fuel. You know what I'm saying?
and brimstone,
Right.
which is the second death.
Which is the second death. You know, fire and brimstone is the nuclear fire. And that's what we're waiting for. Because in the end time, it's going to be World War III. And once that World War III comes, we're going to see who's going to actually make it and who not. We know who's not going to make it. All the other heathen nations. That's 100%. Now, of who's going to make it, we shall find out. Then shall they know that there have been a prophet among us. You know what I'm saying? But we 100% know, we know who's going to die. We know 100%. 100%. We know that the heathen nations are not going to make it in salvation. Some of them might be spared from the nuclear fire, but those are the ones that are going to go into slavery, like the first crop of slaves. It's going to be hard for them to transition from freedom to hardcore captive, man, hardcore bondage, man. It's going to be very hard. It's going to be ripped away from them in one day. And the other ones that are born into captivity, born into slavery, they're actually going to have a better time. Because they're going to be grown into something that they can adjust to. Let me give you an example. Do you know that it's very unnatural for you to actually pay rent and for to actually work for another nation, to actually be dependent on another nation to feed you? That's actually not a good thing. But it's so normalized that everybody thinks that it's normal that you just need to go to school. You need to go learn from another race. They teach you what the fuck they want you to learn and know. Why is this thing? Oh, okay. No, I saw something like tuk 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 tuk. Anyway, yeah, it's like flickering and shit. But then, do you think that it's normal for us to actually go to another race and learn from them in their schools? They tell our children what to believe in. They tell you what your children need to do. That's not normal. If you grab a person from the 1700s and you bring them into this, that motherfucker will try to kill people, man. You know, if you bring a whole group of Edomites, right, from the 1800s, they would be standing here with pitchfork and fire and trying to kill people, man. Like, you ain't taking my kids, you ain't teaching my kids those things, man. Even the Edomites would go buck wild, fought back against it. So, that's basically the same thing that's happening right now concerning everything here. Everybody is normalized, and that's what's going to be in the kingdom. Everything is going to be normalized to where it's normal for you to just lick our feet. It's going to be a normal thing where everybody does it. All the greats done it. Yeah, all the greats are Edomites, man. The elites. So, can you read all that? No, go back to 1 Corinthians 15.
1 Corinthians 15.
Oh, was 9 done? I mean, Revelation 21 and 8, was it done?
Yeah, 21 and 8 was done.
Okay.
Then read 9.
Does it have anything?
You read verse 4, Af?
From Revelation?
Yeah. 21, right?
No, 21 and 8.
You read 4 also?
No.
Can you read that one?
Let me see. Wait, what is it? No. Go back to 1 Corinthians 15.
1 Corinthians 15.
What?
Galatians 5.
Galatians 5 and
Want that first?
5 and 19. Give me that real quick, and then go back to the 1 Corinthians. Wait. Let me stay on track before I get off track. But because these people are already irritating me, like they're already messing me up. It's the whole time I'm trying to focus. That's why I can't wait once that time comes, man. That time gonna come. Let me get them. Interrupted me, right? But go on.
1 Corinthians 15 and 26. The last enemy shall be destroyed is death.
Which will be immortality. We're gonna get immortality. But go on.
For he had put all things under his feet.
Yep.
But when he saith, all things are put under him,
Yes.
it was manifest that he accepted which did put all things under him.
So this shows you that Yahweh put everything under Yahweh Shai except himself. Go on.
And when all things shall be subdued unto him,
right?
then shall the Son also himself be
So,
subject unto him.
then Yahweh Shai will give everything to Yahweh, and then Yahweh will reign over us all, above Yahweh Shai. So it will be Yahweh Shai, the 12, the 144,000, the 1/3, the women and children, and the cycle. Oh yeah, and the 12 and King David. Wah, wah. Yahweh Shai, King David, the 12, and the 144,000, 1/3 men, and then you have the 2/3, which is the women and children also and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Go on. It's gonna be a hierarchy. Yes.
Subject unto him that put all things under him,
Right.
that Yahweh may be all in that Yahweh may be all in all.
Yes, he's going to be the Almighty One that everybody's going to reference and refer to when they speak of anything. And if any dumb Edomite say some dumb shit like Jesus Christ, you're gonna be whipped, man. Because everybody gonna know his name, Yahweh Shai, and you're gonna be whipped, man. But then go back to where we were. Yeah.
This is Galatians chapter 5. Galatians chapter 5, verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft.
Lasciviousness is when you all up in some kind of sexual type of mannerisms. All basically just lustful type of sexuality and stuff like that, which you're not supposed to be doing, man. But if you check out the status and the mannerisms of the world, everybody's on a lasciviousness, like real, just extra read all about it type of sexual lust, deviant type of mentality, man.
Filming, having sex,
Lying. Give me that in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, where it says even the marriage bed was defiled. They're defiling even marriage beds, man. They married and then they go on Pornhub and then they basically film themselves having sex and they're making money with that. You have a lot of people that actually are paying to actually watch them having sex, man. These are the type of things that they're actually doing upon the planet Earth. The marriage is not undefiled. It's defiled, man. The marriage beds. You're not supposed to be filming yourself having sex, man. Why would you do that? Later on, it can be used against you. Just like Esau said, anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. So guess what? Once you break up with that girl, or he's going to use it against her, or she's going to use it against him. It's not really a shame for the man to be fucking a female, but still nowadays, you got girls that be like, look at him. Meanwhile, you're the one getting plowed, and you're the one being humiliated. But they don't care, because they got that slut shame. Don't slut shame me.
Because Kim Kardashian got rich, famous off of that.
No, it
Anderson
wasn't Kim Kardashian. It was that bitch Amber Rose. I laid her this year. I hate looking at this female,
man.
man.
Say by having a sex stick.
Oh yeah, that which. Oh
Pamela
yeah.
Anderson started all of that, man.
Yeah.
Then Kim Kardashian.
Right, because you have this Amber Rose female. She said in an interview I saw a couple of days ago, by accident, man. I don't know. I was just clicking around and I saw this demon. She said, "Yeah, I'm the reason that the whole slut shaming thing took off." And I didn't know that she had a annual meeting every year for Don't Slut Shame Me. They have that in America, man. They have that. They just go around in some city, have some kind of carnival type thing, and then they actually do this thing where they walk almost half naked, man.
Parade or something.
Yeah.
Slut walk.
Don't slut shame me and stuff like that. As soon as the black females speak, I want to fight.
Very irritating. Shit.
Right.
Black female sounds fucking irritating. when they get to screaming like a goddamn siren.
Ashes of this world shall pass away.
The time will come when we're gonna chop your head off, man.
That's a quick death. I want to burn him alive.
Yo, read on.
Verse 21. Envyings.
A woman shall keep. Hey, go.
It's like it.
But this is all Esau's doing. He gives them the opportunity to even open their fucking mouth. But it's all good, man. All you're doing is just piss me off. Matthew 18. Finish that, by the way. Let's go back to that, man.
Matt, let me go back there. Finish it.
Matthew 18. Finish the Galatians and then go to Matthew 18. Actually, you can get to Matthew 18. Just finish the Galatians. Matthew 18 and 1.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 21. Envyings, murders, drunkenness, ravelings, and such like, of which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High.
They would do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The book of Galatians chapter 5 verse 19 was right? Shows you this, man. So it shows you also what type of people shall not make it into the kingdom. So we just waited, man. Once that time comes, we know that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he's going to unleash us upon the people that are offensive, man. Give me the Matthew 18. All the people that are offensive. So you can come with your offenses, but it's all good, man.
God, this is Matthew 18 and 1. At the same time came the disciples unto Yahushua, saying,
Right?
Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Yahushua called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
So that's why we need to get back to being little babies again, man. Start learning. Because you can't come up in this truth talking about that you're a grown man. That's why I was giving the example of Sakari, that you're still actually, you're supposed to be a babe, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to actually be doing what you be doing right now, man.
Lesbians?
I didn't know that. I did not know that. There's that girl that y'all was watching the whole time, right? And then I told y'all dudes like she got children. She got 3 kids. You see the dudes that we was always here standing. You see that big booty girl? Yeah. Okay. See, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that shows you that I'm not trying to be spiritual, supreme spiritual. I hate the fucking word super. I'm not trying to be supremely spiritual, but I told dudes like, yo, don't look at this girl, man. In the spirit, I was always like, yo, I'm against that shit, man. She got that tapping ass all out there and shit like that. Now she's a diggity carpet muncher, man. Chugga. You know how the DJs scratch that shit
Carpet muncher.
with no fucking Vaseline. It scratches chugga. That's what she be doing, man. And I did not know that. You know, and she got 3 kids, man. She got 3 fucking kids, dude. Fucked up, man. These girls just straight up go to Satan, man. You know, these J girls straight go to Satan, man. Walking around, hey, that's some disgusting fucking shit, man. I can't even look at this bitch. No, I never looked at her, by the way, but now it's even worse. I was not looking at her for the filthy adultery type tip. Now I'm looking at her for the filthy Gomorrah type tip, man. Shit. That's horrible, man. Bitch got 3 kids. And they gonna grow up with that thing in the house. Lapping up on each other like a bunch of mutts. But anyway, go on, man. You was reading.
God.
That's
This
fucked
is
up.
Matthew 18.
I did not know that. I did not expect it to. Anyway, go on.
Matthew 18 and 4. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself
He's like,
as a little child.
I know you have to save your life. If your life should be
Matthew 18 and 4.
It interrupts you, doesn't it?
Yeah, man.
It interrupts me.
Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little
Are you seeking for him?
as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven.
The same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. That's why we need to humble ourselves like little children. Little children don't have authority. They actually just listen to what you teach them. That's how we're supposed to be listening, starting with to the elder apostles on down. Starting with the elder apostles on down. Don't try to start your own thing. Don't try to be stubborn talking about you know these scriptures better. Because the Lord said in the book of Romans chapter 1 that the philosophies are of Yahweh, and He chose Paul out of all people upon the planet Earth, and He chose Paul to bring the gospel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And here it is, you as Sakari, a novice. On top of that, you're saying that Paul actually not everything that Paul is saying is the truth. But read Romans chapter 1 verse 1. So this is why I'm actually telling you, like, listen. Don't try to be a super duper Israelite, man. Just, hey, man, just sit back and just let the Spirit guide you. Meaning, don't try to take charge nor lead, man. You know what I'm saying? The Heavenly Father put a man to lead and take charge, and you just follow, man. What's wrong with that? You don't like to play the background? I like to play the background, man. Because when something goes wrong, I'm not the first to play. No, I'm just playing. But I like to play, yeah. hey, man, what's me? Hey, what's me? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing about that.
You saw the movie Drumline, huh? Drumline with Nick Cannon.
Go on.
This guy told him he was very passionate about the drumming, you know. And he said, and the guy that's the leader, he said he was basically Nick Cannon was always against the leadership, right? Basically, he had this.
This is more pleasant to look at.
Yeah.
I just you know it feels good.
Yeah.
It feels more pleasant to look at that, man. I feel like I'm in rest, like I'm calm.
I know it's more pleasant to look at.
You know, it feels more calming.
God.
You know.
But this
By
guy.
the way, there was an Ishmaelite that had her head covered,
Yeah.
and with her friend that had her head uncovered. She's free. She's loose.
Yeah.
But it's like a calm came over me when I looked at her.
She won't start yelling around the place.
Yeah, man. She would never start yelling. She would be a shame-faced female, man. Woman. She'd be a shame-faced girl. Let me call her a girl. I don't know if it's a woman yet. It looks like it, but I don't know. That's a beast. A violent water buffalo beast. A wildebeest.
I got a quick
Yeah,
reset for
can I
you.
say something?
Yeah, man.
So Nick Cannon was against the leadership the whole time. Basically, one of the leaders was against him. But then the other leader came in and he said, "Hey, in order for you to lead, you must learn how to follow."
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So that was basically a good lesson.
Now, eventually, may we be turned into leaders? We shall see. But for now, just play a part, man. You shouldn't have no problem just, adding scriptures onto the elder apostles on down. Not just the elder apostles, man. You got the elders under them. You know what I'm saying? You got the upcoming apostles, elder apostles. You got the upcoming apostles. You already have the elder apostles, which are already established. You know, the elder apostle Tahar, the elder apostle Gabar, the elder apostle Rukar, the elder apostle Ramla. You know what I'm saying? It's already established. And then you have the elders on the up and coming apostles under them, and then you have the elders under them, and then you have the up and coming elders under them. So it all goes in steps and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? So we climbing the steps, step by step. You know that stupid song, step by step.
Oh, Eminem.
Nay, man.
You don't know Kazakh?
That's that dumbass song, man. I think it was New Bitches on the Block, right? Was New Bitch on the Block? New Bitches on the Block, right? It was New Kids on the Block. New
Oh,
Bitches.
that shit? Oh, hell no. I don't know why Kazakh don't know. Don't
heard
worry,
that shit,
I was
man.
thinking it was like the old school
Yeah,
jam.
nah, man.
That shit is the 90s.
The Toy Soldier song starts like that from Eminem. That's why.
Oh, I don't know that.
That's the.
I don't listen to feminine.
Yeah, I was going to say something too. I got a quick preset for you concerning Sakari. This is Luke chapter 12, verse.
A dead one says your spirit is dead. It's just funny.
Luke chapter 12, verse 48. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more.
Yeah, so if you have a lot, you're going to actually be required to give more. If you have a lot more, then you need to be given more. That's why the elder pauses on down, their work is heavier, or it should be, because it's accordingly. They got a big portion, and therefore they need to do more work. Give me James 3 and 1. Give me James 3 and 1.
This is James.
This is just funny, man. Esau be laughing at these people, man. Did you get it?
Yeah, James chapter 3, verse 1.
Right.
My brethren, be not many masters.
Be not many masters. Don't be masters of many people.
God, knowing that we shall receive the greater condemnation.
Knowing that we shall receive the greater condemnation. Don't try to be a lot of masters. Get Matthew 22 where it says don't be a master. You know, there's only one master, Yahushua. That's the ultimate master. But you have elder apostles that are set up above you, you know, and you treat them as a father. Concerning how you be around them, how you talk to them, how you discern their wisdom when they speak something. Don't buck up right away against it. Just sit back. Let's say you don't agree with it. Just sit back and think and be like, you know, let me sleep a few nights over it, man. Let me try to digest this in my mind. Because sometimes it might sound messed up to the ears, but if you really digest it and you be like, wow, this is actually very good and very spiritual. For example, when the elder apostle said, get off of Facebook. I had no problem with that shit because I'm not a social media nutcase anyway. But now that you see a lot of troubles off of that Facebook, you be like, man, yeah, he's right, man. He was already right. You know why? Because you have a lot of nonsense going on with that Facebook thing, man. You know? You have a lot of people doing a lot of crazy stuff with their Facebook, man. You know? So it's a good thing to get off their Facebook, for example. That's just one example, man. There are many other examples.
Stay out of bars.
Stay out of bars. Don't go to no party clubs and stuff like that. That's a good thing. I never liked that thing anyway. So for me, it was easy. You have people that have a hard time, for example, with lining up and stuff like that. You know, some people have a hard time with that. Some people have a hard time stopping important. So everybody has their, you know, nonsense, their blockage that messes with them. But still, every man gets what they deserve. Actually, basically, the portion that you get, the struggles that you get, that's your cross that you need to bear. You know, you bear your cross, man. You know, if you don't bear your cross, you can't be a disciple of Yahushua. Okay, you go on, man.
I can't find it.
What Matthew 22, where it speaks about that way. He will come someone unto me saying, Rabbi, Rabbi. Maybe it's 23. It's Matthew 23 and 8.
3?
Yeah.
This is Matthew chapter 23, verse 8.
Start above.
Verse 7. And greetings in the market.
Start 6.
Verse 6. Matthew 23, verse 6, and it reads, and love the uppermost rooms.
Wait, start a little bit above. Wait, oh no, let me see myself. Start at 1.
I was going to say.
Yeah, start at 1.
Matthew chapter 23, verse 1, and it reads, then spake Yahushua to the multitude, to the disciples,
Right.
saying,
So that's why don't try to be a leader. Be a follower first. Be a follower before you know how to be a leader. Because being a follower is going to teach you. Wait, finish the Matthew 18. I still keep on forgetting that. Finish the Matthew 18 and then we go to this one. Concerning that you need to be a babe in this truth again, man. You need to be born again. You can't just come up in this truth talking about you know stuff. That's why you're going to mess up just like Sakari. But he's just one example. There's many examples. You got guys that was calling themselves apostles. Now they podcasting. You know who you are. they're podcasting, trying to get that YouTube money. But your channel ain't knocking off because you really ain't doing that good. You know, you need to be more in the world, Playboy. You know what's up? You need to start sacrificing your babies. He gonna be me. He definitely gonna make a hit.
You gonna be like what's his name?
I would feel sorry for your kids.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah. Oh shit. That guy.
Yeah,
He started saying yummy. I made a video about him. You know what they said? I'm cyberbullying. And I'm harassing. That's that bullshit.
they're actually the cyberbullies.
I know, but can you read on that?
This is Matthew 18 and 4. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child,
Right.
the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name,
So
receive me.
if you receive the little ones that come in your Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, that's all we know, not to trying to be top guys, man. Let the top guy spirit be on the top guy. If you think that you need to be a top guy, then you need to recheck yourself, man. Because if you are in the top guy, then you're not supposed to be a top guy. If you started low and then you feel like you need to be one of the top, then something is wrong with you. You need to just climb the ladder as you're supposed to climb it. You just take one step. Sometimes you take 2 steps or maybe 1 step and you feel like, no, it's kind of too much. Then you take a step back. And then you start from there trying to build on up. Put the security up on the side. Put the left, put the right, so that you know that you're stable when you're actually building that tower, man. Help building that tower. Sorry, let me say it correct. You help building that tower. Yeah, the tower toward Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Right? Can you get that in Luke 14 where it speaks about that and people be laughing at you when you're trying to build a tower and then you couldn't even finish?
Yeah, counting the cost.
Was it John 14 or Luke 14?
I think it's Luke.
When the Edomite female speak, you can just hear that she's soft. It's not a beast. It started at 25.
Luke 14 and 25.
Right.
And there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, If any man come to me and hate not his father,
If any man come to me and hate not his father or his mother, that doesn't mean you should hate your father and your mother. It means you should hate their doctrine. If they're coming up with some nonsense talking about go to church or trying to send you to college and stuff like that. Nah, just get your own place, man. This is not the time to go to freaking college, man. This is not the time to put yourself in more debt than the country already is, than the unions already are. You know what I'm saying? If you watch that episode of South Park, only Stan's father got rich off of the pandemic. Then the female was complaining to him in the car and calling him childish, talking about how could you make money while other people are actually suffering? And he was like, what? They want it, right? What? What? I was just getting money, you know? And he was balling. He was getting his money. And I was laughing at that shit. I was thinking to myself, like, that's actually what they're doing. If you type in Elon Musk made 2 trillion with his homies, little buddies, look at his butt buddies, then you're gonna be shocked. You'll be like, what the fuck? You know how long it takes to spend 1 trillion? It takes 411 years if you spend. Hey, what's up? How you doing, man? Shabbat shalom, man.
Hey, shalom.
It takes 411 years to spend 1 trillion if you was to spend it every hour 1 million. If you was to spend every hour 1 million, you wouldn't run out of 1 trillion in 411 years. You can't spend a trillion. And yet they made 2 trillion in 2020.
In one year.
1 year.
That's crazy,
How the
boy.
fuck do you
I was going to ask you.
how the fuck? You know how? Because they had the great investments, great,
Inside information.
magnificent,
Inside information.
majestic, marvelous. Even that's the type of inside information they had, man.
That's how they got England, man.
That's how they got England. You know,
Bankers, you know.
put some finances up in there, and then take their whole system down, man.
Yeah, that's how they got England.
And then take their whole system down, man.
They're telling people to do, you know, and that's the thing, man. You know,
Yeah, I'm on
a lot of our
type
people
of
be looking
No. Keep it, man. You don't know when the wind is gonna
keep
come.
moving to the right.
No. Just hold it, man. Right. So, yeah, man. They made $2 trillion in a year. Just Google that, man. Google it. They admitted to you. They was like, hey, man, you saw them in the picture laughing. You know? You ask yourself, and you know what he said? He said only 20 people made that. I read that article, man. 20 people, only 20 people made the 2 trillions. 20 people.
So
Probably more.
20 people. No.
$40
Well, I don't know if it's. But he said that the company owners, they are the ones that made the money.
Yeah.
That's what he
So-
said in the article. It said only 20 people made that money.
So
Elon Musk, Edom. I should call him a Moabite Edom, because you look like a fucking. You know what you look like, man. You Down syndrome looking motherfucker. The thing is, he had a list of 20 people, and I read it. I read the thing. 20 people made the 20 trillion.
So that's
The 2
40
trillion.
That's 40 trillion.
But you,
I have
you-
no.
you-
I have
but your
no.
life, your
no,
life
no.
doesn't change.
Altogether.
Oh.
What you say?
Your life doesn't change
Yeah.
after 20 million.
His bitch still left him. All them trillions you got, your bitch still left you. And this female was a singer. You know what the scripture says about a singer?
Yeah.
You know, yes, it's the book of Sirach chapter 9. Keep not the company of her that is a singer.
Of course
You
not.
know,
She's about adventure. You're just a
Right,
boring guy
right.
that only wants money.
that only has money.
Only has money.
Yeah,
You have
that's it.
nothing more. You
You
don't
have
have
nothing.
character. You can't talk about things.
No,
You're not
man.
fun to be around, man.
You can't break her back.
Exactly, man.
Let her want more. Scream your name. Eat him.
Hey, but
Are you done?
You dusty. You dusty ass. Eat him. You a sin dusky. Eat him. You a sin dusky.
You
my
done
broke
dusty?
manager is better.
Right, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all some nothings, man.
Even Bill. Bill Snakes, his thing left.
Yeah. His entity. his fucking,
Funny as
his
hell.
fucking, his laboratorium entity left him.
I don't know what the
I
fuck
don't
that
know
was.
what the fuck it
It was a he or a she?
was.
I don't
It
even
was
know.
an it. It was an it. But can you read on? Who's reading? Did you finish the Matthew 18?
Until what?
Concerning the children.
Verse 6, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea.
Basically suicide. It's a suicide. Bro. That's what you're supposed to be doing if you offend one of these little ones that believe in Yahweh Bashem Shad and that bring his word. Can you go back to the Luke 14?
Yeah, this is Luke 14 and 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also,
For his name's sake, not just regularly for nothing, like you ain't got nothing to do so you start hating on your parents. No, it is for his name's sake. Because the Lord said, honor thy father and thy mother. Okay?
God. God. Yea, and his own life also, he
Right.
cannot be my disciple.
That doesn't mean you will need to be suicidal and trying to kill yourself. It just means that you just hate everything that what you're going through in your life, man. You shouldn't try to seek the glory of this world. Seek not the treasures of this world, because the ones that seek the treasures of this world, you're going to lose it. He that findeth his life in this world is going to lose it. He that loseth his life for my name's sake shall find it. You're going to find a better life, man. But you're going to lose the nonsense of the world, which is good for you, man. You shouldn't want the nonsense of the world. The nonsense of the world is what? Sexual activities, fogginess, folly,
Lust.
lust.
Lust, man.
Everything is actually catered upon lust. You got lust for clothing, you got lust for cars, lust for sex, lust for bitches. You know, you see a girl with her panties all up in her butt crack on purpose, like we saw here. You know what I'm saying?
Multiple ones,
You know what I'm saying? And you be thinking to yourself like, this ain't normal actually, man. This is not what you're supposed to be desiring. You're supposed to desire a clean female, man. Something that is untamed, undefiled. Something that you cannot share. Something that doesn't want to be shared. See, the bird flew right over us, right away, because he was standing there the whole time until I said that. And then he came. What's up, little homie? Right? You see, these people are very funny. Can you read on? Who's reading? Yeah, can you read on?
Okay. Okay. Verse 27. 28. For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counted the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Lest happily after he had laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him.
Yeah, that's why we actually need to sit back and think to yourself like, hey man, is this really what I want to do? You shouldn't just come and join the camp thinking to yourself like, yeah man, I think it's dope and be around the brothers and stuff like that. Nah man, you should sit back and in a couple of years and assess what you're doing, man. Analyze what you really want to do in your life. Because once you come into this truth, you're all right this side, it's unto the end, man.
Your life is over,
Your
actually.
life is over, man.
It's over.
It's over. You can't really go do fun things on a Saturday. And,
Yeah,
and once you are in this truth, you're going to realize like there is nothing else doper than this, man. You shouldn't want to go to the parties on the Saturday trying to do nothing. Just standing there in the corner looking hard and shit, smoking a doobie, and looking at bitches that been shared by other guys, and now you want to have sex with her too. That's
All
filthy,
body
man.
counts of
That's some
above
filthy shit, man.
20, 30.
You should think about it. Now you have, for example, you got a wife, but your wife been fucked by another dude, and you passing him by with your girl, and then you don't know that she been donkey fucked by this dude, bust nuts in the fucking on her goddamn mustache that she be, you know, she be shaving from time to time, you know. There was nutsacks on your on your mustache, man. Your girl's mustache, my man. And you, when you see them little mustache, them baby mustache, you be, oh, they're so cute. I'll play with my girl's mustache. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, give me a kiss. There's been some sperm on that shit, man.
Kind of sticky.
Damn, it's kind of sticky, man. Give me that
What's that white
sticky.
stuff? Did you just drink some milk?
That's it. Got that stickery yickery up on her upper lip, man.
Give her some milk.
Give her some milk. Get that.
She was milking somebody.
She was milking somebody, man, like a cow, sucking on a uter. Boop, boop, boop. You know what I'm saying? Sucking on his uter.
You're back.
Go. Oh yeah, you was reading.
First,
You should assess what you're actually doing when you come in this truth, man. Just check it out, think about it. Don't just jump up in this because you like the way people dress or you like the way that they cuss out the cave monkey. You know what I'm saying? Check this whole thing out from beginning to end, because it's going to be a beautiful thing at the end if you make it. That's why we pray to make it toward the end. We don't want to stick around in the middle. The middle is never good.
and there is the end of a thing than the beginning. That's what the
Right.
scriptures say, right?
Right, Proverbs.
You know?
You know?
Can I add on to that?
I have a scripture on that as well, but
Because, also, like, you can't just rush into it because it might sound sweet that you learn that you're an Israelite, that you're blessed or whatever. But when you're in this truth, once you on the line, man, in the forefront, you're gonna deal with the bitterness, man.
you're gonna have to take it. You're gonna have to take it with everything that comes with it.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
ran out of
You know, like what they say about a Toyota Avensis is a very durable car. But
Yeah.
if you want a McLaren, it will have errors for no reason. But it's a McLaren, so you gotta take it. If you want that McLaren, you gotta take it with all the errors that comes with it, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Gone.
They ran out of stamina.
And they're gone.
And they're gone. This is what happens when give me that in X15 when this is not of men. So basically, I had to endure for a small season, but they're gonna endure for a long season once that pain comes, and they're gone now. That's what's up. But then who's reading the what?
I had Matthew's.
What was you reading the Luke 14? Was it
23.
done?
Yeah.
Was it done?
No.
Because you wanted Matthew's.
Want me to finish it?
Yeah.
Gone. Thus happily after he had laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, This man began to build and was not able to finish. Or what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first and consulted whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000?
And we are at war, and we're going against millions, and we're only 144,000.
Billions, actually.
We're billions, yeah, actually, yeah.
Gone.
And we're going against billions, because none of them really like the doctrine. the majority of our own people don't even like the doctrine.
Even the
You know?
Israelites among each other don't
Right.
like the certain doctrines that
Sakari,
are
you
so-called extreme, like us.
ISUPK.
You know,
What
it's
else?
too. It's FOPI or something.
Yeah,
HOI,
yeah.
AOC,
IOIC,
GOC,
GOCC,
You also got the
IG,
Detroit,
ICGJC.
that thing. I don't even know how you pronounce that one.
is that
Basically, the comfortable. The comfortable. So that's how I call them. Camp of the comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You got all these groups,
Sakari.
and they saying different. I already said that.
Oh, it's not.
And they got all these different doctrines and stuff like that. Hey, but that's what it is, man. Now it's up to you to follow the right one. Do you know which one is the right one? Through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you bro. But I bet you this. I'll tell you this. People that follow Zakari, they think the Most High is with them. People that follow you, IOIC, they think the Most High is with them. You know? ISUPK, they think the Most High is with them. And then the Great Millstone, they think the Most High is with them. But we gonna find out. Because everybody think the Most High is with them until the Most High manifests himself with which people he actually is. Because you might have people from other groups that the Most High is dealing with, man. But they would have the same, let me not say that. Let's just find out which doctrine is the truth. We believe we have it. We're going to see if you are right or not by saying that we don't, you know, or by saying that we do. We're going to see, man. Did you finish that?
Verse 30. Saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish, or what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first and consulted whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000.
We are at war, spiritual warfare. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. We're actually, but spiritual through the pulling down of stronghold. And what is that stronghold? That's Caesar Borgia. The other stronghold is the nonsense media thing that's going on around right now. Going on around right now. Yeah, that one. Going on right now. You know? Okay, is that it?
No. Verse 32. Or else, while the other is yet a great way off, he sendeth an embassage and desired conditions of peace. So likewise, whosoever he be of you, that forsaketh not all that he had, he cannot be my disciple.
We let everything go. Go on.
Salt is good, but if the salt have lost the savor, wherewith shall it be seasoned?
The scriptures is good, but if you don't break it down good, guess what? You're good for nothing. Like these people. They're good for nothing, just singing songs. But they have the salt, which is in the Bible is in their hand. But they don't have the flavor. It's saltless. It's just basically a sprinkled crack upon them or something like that, you know?
Yeah, because this is spiritual food, right?
Right.
You gotta prepare a meal. You know what I'm saying? You gotta add the salt.
Speaking of meal, we're going to get that at the Matthew 22 and the Matthew 23. We're going.
Verse 35. It is neither fit for the land, nor yet for the dunghill, but men cast it out. He that had ears to hear, let him hear.
So that salt that they have is not even good for feces, man. To throw it upon feces. It's not even good for that. You know? And table salt is even better than that. It's dangerous, but it's better. You know? They just have destruction. Table salt is gonna salten up the food, but it's gonna mess you up later because it's some kind of GMO. It's got chemicals in it.
It's high in,
You know what I'm saying?
sodium.
But it's still salting up the food. But it's gonna actually give you problems. And that's actually that's actually better than what they're doing. You could say IOIC is is kitchen salt in the other groups. That's what we say. They probably call us kitchen salt. But it's all good, man. You gotta understand the ones that are wrong gonna die. Remember that. Remember that. If you're wrong, you die. According to 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 16. If you're wrong, you die. Job chapter 12, verse 16. If you're wrong, you die. You know? Yahweh Ratazah, we're not wrong. We don't kick out books. Heavenly Father willing, we don't kick out the book of Hebrews and then still say that Paul is a man of the Lord. but not everything that Paul says is of the Lord. I'm like, what? Man, you know, it's all good, man. It's all good. But this is just funny, man. Can you yeah, give me that.
This is Matthew chapter 23, verse 1. Then spake Yahushua to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat.
Right?
All therefore, whatsoever they bid you observe.
Whatsoever they bid you observe, man. Just check out what they're doing. Check it out. You know, listen to it. Go on.
That observe and do,
That observe and do.
but do not ye after their works.
Don't be hanging around prostitutes on the Pesach.
They were eating. Strippers.
They were eating too.
From the thing.
That's some defiled
shit, man.
But he said he repented
Their
from
shorts.
that. But you know what? You have people that say stuff and it's all cute. Oh, you know I repented for that. You know you can't talk to me about that no more, right? If you just say it for that sake, then you know, man, I'll just leave it at that. The Most High is gonna deal with it because He knows the heart.
Lamb, huh?
Yeah, man, they ate of the Holy Lamb, and there was not even. Hey, that's bad. Now that you say it,
They were even dressed right, man.
hey,
They
now
had
that you say it like that.
shorts, spandex,
Yeah.
Booty all out.
Hey,
titties out.
hey, now that you say it like that, I start thinking like, hey, it's worse than I actually imagined in my head.
You thought a bunch of strippers,
They
huh?
had liquor.
Fucked up.
Liquor on the
with
table,
yeast
all
in
that,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Fucked
Probably
up.
some on their period.
Hey,
Yeah.
shit, man, touching the food.
And that's a Sabbath.
And it's a Sabbath.
Probably let
Solemn assembly.
Lusting.
they probably let the woman go first, so
God
that it get defiled, you know.
Oh,
Ladies first,
shit, yeah, man.
menstruous woman,
Yo, menstruous woman. There was
touching on the food first.
God damn.
Shake.
Then the
shake,
guy
shake.
supposed to carry again and eat.
Fucked up, man.
Girl, shake that ass.
Man, you can't just repent from that, man.
It's
But
too
you
much,
can,
man.
you can.
You can, of course.
That's a heavy
It's
sin.
a lot, man.
It is a heavy thing.
It's
It's
a lot.
It is a heavy thing. I'll tell you that. But the reason I said you can't just repent from that is like, I'm gonna just ask forgiveness and it's done. You gotta really be sorrowful, man. That's what I mean. You can't just repent from that. You can repent from anything except blasphemy against the Holy Spirit. But you can't just repent from that, man. Like, I'm gonna just say sorry and then it's done with.
You know
need
I
to be-
repented from that.
You need to be hammered upon, man. Remember that guy that pissed in a garbage can?
He shit it in the garbage can, man.
He shit and he pissed in the garbage can, man, in the brother's house. Until this day we ripping on you, man. It's not going away. You know? You know I repented from
You
that.
still bringing it up. You wicked.
You shouldn't have did that, man. You should have analyzed the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that
Assessed
echo.
it.
Count the cops.
And then basically actually not do it, man. I can't even imagine what type of mindset you was in. I don't know if you was high or whatever, but even if you drink, you shouldn't be that drunk that you do some stupid stuff like that, man. You know?
That's some
I
ripples.
think you drank too much, man. I don't even know what you drank, man. You drank some friggin', I don't know, some
Liquor.
gutter water or something like that. I don't know what you drank, man, but then
Probably 40
I
ounces.
smoked some crack
malt liquor.
cocaine or some shit like that, man. But anyway, can you go on?
Right. Let's see. I'm gonna start verse 3 again. All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do,
That observe and do.
but do not ye after their works, for they say and do not.
Right, they say and they do not, man.
Right.
They
What-
say stuff, but they don't do it themselves. Go on.
For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them
Grievous
on.
to be carried. Born means carried. And that's why we don't push the laws upon brothers too much, man. We do push the ones that you can keep safely, knowing that you ain't messing around, lining up.
Don't do it
Stop
once
eating
and then,
pork.
then you can't do it no more.
Right.
That's bullshit. That's why you shouldn't make your woman keep the Sabbath neither, man. Because she's gonna do it once. Afterwards, she can't do it no more, man.
No, it's gonna be too
You gotta
much.
do that, man.
You just do it and make sure that you can save her later on.
Yeah, man.
You know, don't force her to do anything because eventually y'all gonna fight. And you shouldn't be doing that if you're smart. Just keep her out of it. If she doesn't want to do it, don't force her.
You shouldn't be living here with her to begin with.
You You should have your own house, man. Concerning if you got a wife,
Yeah, man.
you shouldn't be living with your girl, because that's not a real good idea. Because the longer the more that you see each other, the more you're gonna fight.
With the period also.
Yeah, man, you're gonna fight. I know this girl in the store. Every time I know when she's on a period, when she's angry,
Oh,
that she don't want to say hello.
don't touch it.
She got this mean face and shit, but she doesn't work at the register,
That's good.
so that's good. And but I know when she has a period, when she's very aggressive, you know. No, normally when she sees me from afar, she's like, "No, you don't." You know what I'm saying? But when she's on a period, she's just like stacking up the things, you know, stacking up the yellow things and stuff like that. And then, you know, she just, and I know, oops, this one is in heat.
She's on fire.
She in the heat of the moment.
Let me get up out of
She's
here.
on fire.
It's
I know. I know when she's on her tippy tips, on her tippy toes. That's why you shouldn't be living with these females, man. You know, they're gonna mess you up. You know, because when she's on the period, she's all cranky and shit. And then you're gonna want to say something like, "Hey, why you always bugging me? What's wrong with this? Yeah, but then I don't feel good today. I don't think we should be talking to each other.
I'm on space.
You know what? Why don't you get the fuck out the house? Well, why you gotta say something like that? You're being too extreme. You know? You shouldn't even be in the house, man. You should have your own home, and she has her own home, and then she gonna be begging you to come over. Can you come over?
I'll cook.
Because the
Yeah.
more you call, the more you're around someone, the less they
Less
respect
like
you, man.
It is true.
Yeah, man. If someone calls you every day, you gotta start thinking, "Hey, this nigga again, man. Shit, man." You know, but if you
Same
know,
old story.
this is how it's gonna be, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does say, "Where are the steps of a wise man?"
Yeah, that's different.
Until you get angry. And I've been there, man.
Look, Ak.
Look at don't be calling me all the time. No, I'm just playing, man.
I'm trying to sleep.
I would not say that, man. That's not a good idea. We're joking around, but that's not a good idea.
No,
You don't when somebody's asking for scriptural help, you don't get you should not do that, man. You shouldn't do that. That's not good, boy. But then go on.
Right. For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders,
And lay them on men's shoulders.
but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers.
They don't even do all the things that they tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? They want to put heavy laws upon you, but they themselves don't even keep a small portion of it, of the same laws that they force you to keep.
That's crazy.
That's when you have them hypocrites, man. God damn it. Fucking, how you call that thing again? The GMO, chemtrails and shit, man.
There's loads of them.
Those are chemtrails? Chemtrails.
They know that the sun is going to come out, so they start spraying again, keep the sun out. They're trying to actually keep the. Hey, I can't wait till that time comes, man. We're going to torture these Edomites, man. They're trying to block the sun, and so they're blocking the sun, and they chemically fighting against you, man.
Enjoy the sun.
Hammer them hands.
They're gonna enjoy the sun.
Man, I'm a man. They gonna, hey, how are
Hammer
the
them
sun, man?
hands.
Yeah, how are the sun? This is supposed to be a blue day, because I see how blue the sun is, man. Like blue the sky is.
Before I came here, it was sunny.
Yeah, because but them fake clouds, you know, them chemtrails is making it, man. You can see that it's like it's drawn over there, man. Like echt tekening zo. Die twee hier zo.
Yeah, it's a kruis.
Het lijkt op een fucking tekening, like a painting. It looked like a painting, man.
That's the devil. There's another one.
This is
It
chemtrail
looked like a
upon
damn
chemtrail.
painting.
And it's hella low.
And it looks close too.
Yeah,
It's like they're
close.
getting closer
It's
too.
low, yeah.
They're getting bold too. And the people that be flying these airplanes, they don't have no shame whatsoever. They just do their job, man.
They get paid good, so
I definitely know that they're getting paid good. They're probably getting paid maybe like 6, 7, 8,000 euros a month or something like that. 9,000. Who would say no? Being of this society. If you are of the world, right? And you're a pilot, And you could get, just like for flying 2, 3, 4 hours, you know, you could get like 10,000 euros. Come on, man. Not even a month, maybe a week. 6,000, 7, 8, 9,000 a week. Of course, man, a person in this world is definitely gonna do that, man. You know? Definitely gonna do that. They don't care. Look at all these rappers back in the days. I'm gonna show you that they don't care. Look at all these rappers. You can Google it now. You can YouTube it now. Bone Thugs was talking about the plan to destroy the so-called black people with the music and the guns, and that they was told to rap about some gangster shit, bitches, hoes, pimping and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Murder, murder. That's why they got that goddamn song. More murder, come again. Hey, when I heard a song from them, I was like, hey, that's some demon shit, man.
Only thing they be singing about now.
And harmony.
You know, there's some demon shit, man. I heard this song. I never listened to the song, man. When I heard it, I cut that shit off right away. They was talking about Dear Mr. Ouija. I cut that shit so fast. I never listened to this song
Ouija board?
until this day.
It's crazy.
I have never listened to that song. I know about it, and I never forgot it. I was always like, I hate these demons.
Yeah, man. My mother
I
from a
hate
young
this.
age told me to stay away from that Ouija board, man,
Yeah.
because people were playing that shit, man.
Yeah.
That's
and
some Edomite shit.
that's some Edomite
That's
shit.
elementary school, man.
Yeah. And then you have this Jake playing that goddamn song with the Ouija board. You know how many Jakes they actually converted into that nonsense, man? Hundreds of thousands of Jakes all of a sudden started to experiment with that shit.
You don't bring spirits
My
to your
favorite
house,
rapper was talking about the Ouija board. Let's go test it out. You know? Let's go test it out. But anyway, can you finish it up, man? I'm gonna finish it up too, man.
Right. Verse 5, but all their works they do for to be seen of men.
Right? They do it to be seen of men, like these clowns that was over here. They're doing it to be seen of men. We're doing it because of Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. Can you give me that?
Yeah.
Don't read on. Don't read on. They're doing it to be seen of men. We're doing it for this sake.
Okay. This is Isaiah 30, verse 21.
20.
Verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Yes, because back in the days our teachers used to get murdered. But nowadays they're not going to be pushed into a corner no more with their backs against the wall. Nowadays they're going to be pushed in the forefront through the media. Well, social, internet media, that's what I'm looking for. Through the internet. Because if it wasn't up to the internet, nobody would know us. You got to understand, we came in a time when everything was free. You know how Most High had that window open and then shut down? Hey, y'all probably don't believe it because you probably do, but I mean, like, if you didn't see it, you don't really, understand what we actually really had in 2007, man. We had a flood opening. It's like it's like the heavens opened up and a floodgate of water just bursted out. Boom. That's basically what happened when Great Millstone came in 2007 on YouTube, man. They flooded us with water. We couldn't even freaking breathe, man. Had to jump up for air. Dive back right down again. Drink the water that you're swimming in, man. Drink it all up. Till it become water in your belly, man. Filled up. You know what I'm saying? Drink all that water up. And then slowly but surely, you saw that whole gate that was open, you saw it closing. Now it's nearly closed, man. It's on a hole type deep. It's on a little hole type deep.
A sprinkler.
Thick. Yeah, like a sprinkler basically. You know? With the sprinkler side. How you water your plants. That's how much is coming out right now. That's how less is coming out right now, man. You know? Only if you know about the Hebrew Israelites, that's when you're gonna look it up. Them children that are born right now, they don't know nothing, man.
Hey, even if you look it up, some pages you can't find, man.
Nope.
Tazabat told me that he wrote his channel down in a guy from Portugal's phone perfectly on YouTube. There was nothing. There was nothing, man.
Right.
And then he went on Instagram because he also had something from camp videos on Instagram, he said. And he could find it there, but on YouTube it was gone.
Yeah, man. That's what
Nothing,
they're
man.
doing, man. They taking down videos. They took down 3 videos of mine. So I uploaded 3 videos a day later, and the video was already uploaded. But then the title was messed up. I said 1 hour and a half. People dropping dead. And then
We're not gonna have
hey,
that.
they went back 4 videos before.
Yeah.
They flagged that one.
Yeah.
They said it was glorifying and inciting acts of violence and stuff like that. I was like, my man, and you know which clip it was? From the news channel repeating themselves. They said that was an act of violence.
What?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. The news video that I uploaded of the news reporters repeating themselves, they said that was an act of violence.
Yeah, but
I'm inciting people to act of violence. Oh my God.
I loaded up 2 videos. One is just gone, man. And no strike, nothing. You have that already? You ever had that?
Yeah. I made a video about
Just gone.
Yeah.
No strike,
They don't
nothing.
tell you nothing.
I made a video about
Happened to me a
that.
lot.
But
I'll show you.
my channel is not striking now.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
I
But
have that too.
the video's just gone.
Right.
Good.
That's what I showed that. The last video, man, you should watch. I'm gonna get on the app and I'm gonna show it. That last video, I show you how they did it. I show you that the 3 videos says like it's too long.
Yeah.
The video has been abandoned.
Okay.
I'm like, what are you talking about, man? The video was already uploaded. And I didn't get no strike for those 3. Or else my channel would have been gone in one time. Boom, boom, boom. They just gave me 1 strike. So they was lenient. It's like they love me. It's like they love me. You know, they keep us around. You know, the people that you hate, but they entertain you.
Yeah.
And so you keep them around. You know,
For their amusement, I
For
guess.
their amusement. Unto their torture. Where you going?
Right. Back in Matthew chapter 23, verse 5. But all their works they do for to be seen of men.
Right?
They make broad their
Phylacteries.
phylacteries and enlarge the borders of their garments.
And enlarge the border of their garments. And what is on the border of your garments? The fringes. And what do the fringes represent? The book of Numbers, it explains to you that represents the law. So that we could look upon the fringes and remember the law. That's why we got the fringes upon our garments. Right?
Because the point is, the love of the uppermost room at feast and the chief seats in the synagogues, in the greeting in the markets.
That's what they love. They love because they boast in themselves and they dress a certain way and they love it so. They love the attention that they get from the dresses that they wear. That's why when I look at these Israelite groups that have all these so-called beautiful fancy type clothing, I would be ashamed to death, man, walking around like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like attention, man. I do not like attention. You know? I'd rather stay away from the spotlight, man. That's why it's so easy for us, y'all, to not trying to be on the top, man. On the top seats. We're not trying to be on the top. You know? All we do is just read the scriptures and let you handle it. Let the Most High handle it, man. But let you handle it too. Because the scripture in the book says you save your own soul. Not as salvation type, but you save your soul by listening. That's in the book of Ezekiel chapter 33, where it says, can you get that, man? Where it says that you save your own soul. But it says in 1 Corinthians that we save your soul too. Basically, we're not here for the salvation. We are here to save you. So give me that in 1 Corinthians 1, man. 1 Corinthians 1. So basically, it's a compilation. How do you save yourself? By listening and devoting your time to Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai. But you're not on a salvation tip. You're not, and salvation is not what you bring to yourself. Yahweh Shai brings that to you. But how do you save? Let the scriptures read. 33 and 1. Start.
1 Corinthians?
1 Corinthians 1 and 20 or something. It pleases him to save those that believe. So we are saving. We're just not the saviors. You know?
Ezekiel 33 and 1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman,
Right?
if when he seeth the sword come upon the land,
If when he see the sword come up on the land,
he blow the trumpet
he blow the trumpet of warning, right?
and warn the people,
Right, and warn the people.
then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning of the sword come,
Right?
and take him away his blood, shall be upon his own head.
So if you don't listen, and the sword come and take you away, the blood shall be up on your own hand, meaning it's your own fault that you died because you didn't listen, because the watchman was warning you. They're watching for the coming destruction, and then they're warning you about the coming destruction. They're warning you not to trust Esau with his nonsense and stuff like that. He's gonna come with the RFID chip. He's gonna come with a lot of other things before that, and we're telling you, don't go with the flow. This is not your rest. You're not supposed to be comfortable living here under these other heathen nations, doing what they think is good for you. They feed you what they want. This brother was working with Chinese people, and they put the MSN up in there, man.
Yeah.
They put it in there. They grease it up in there.
Sugar and the
Shit,
salt,
man.
they
You
mix
know?
it together.
Can I say something? Yesterday, I just keep good contact with certain people, you know. So if they nice to me, I'm nice to them. Sometimes I buy a bread with steak at a certain spot, this Suriname place, you know. But he basically he was telling me how he's making the bami, man. He telling me, you know, our bami is good, man, because you know I use the trasi, and that's how I make the jus.
The
Trasi,
shrimp.
if you don't know what trasi is, that's shrimp, man. Shrimp, grinded up shrimp powder, man.
Right.
You know, so I never buy something there again, man. You know, but he's cool though, but I can't.
It's cold.
I can't
That's
eat
why I'm
nothing there,
taking
man.
off. It's getting cold. Yeah, if you got jewelry on, you know, in the wintertime, when you put it on long, if you put it on and you stand still, it's gonna get cold. So I just took it off. But yeah, you have that. You have those type of places, man, where they just put the shrimp up in there, and you know who does it? Japheth. Yafana does. They do
He
it
is
a lot.
Japheth too,
Oh,
man.
he's Japheth.
No, his father's Edomite, he told me.
Oh, shit.
But his mother was Japhite.
Yeah, Japheth. They
And
do
his
it.
wife is Japheth too.
You should never buy bami at a Japhetic person. They always put that shit in there. It's like one of their natural ingredients to make it taste good. It tastes good, yeah. You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Also with the sauce, the oyster sauce.
The oyster sauce, they put oyster in it. And the Chinese, you know what they put? They put the oyster oil. They put the oyster oil in the chow mein. So it tastes great. But you don't know what the hell you're tasting. Until you find out, then you want to puke, but then it's too kind of late. You already ate it. Now you put them on your torture list. This is what you feed me? Mother, but the scripture says the children of Israel shall eat the defiled bread among the heathen. So we don't know what we're eating. You don't know. And the Most High is going to forgive you, but don't, just like how I told the woman, go and sin no more. Don't go there no more. If you find out that that's what they're doing, don't go there no more. First and foremost, you shouldn't go there in the first place. You should try and buy food yourself and then make it yourself. Don't make these people too richer than they already are. They got a stupid meal for 10 euros. One meal. You can only eat one time. It tastes great, but you can only eat one time. Why don't you take that 10 euro, some of the fucking 15 euros and shit like that, man. Why don't you take that 15 euro and go to the store, or even go to the market or even the store, the supermarkets. Out of that 10, 15 euro, you could eat like maybe 2 days, 3 days, 3 times a day.
Even longer, man.
3 times a day, yeah. If you, it depends on how much you put. You could eat a lot from that 15 euros, man. You could buy vegetables. For example, spinach, a whole bag of spinach. Back in the days, I used to cook this spinach. It was done in 1 day. Now I eat it raw. I'm stuck with it for like 3-4 days, man. That is a lot. It fills you. That's how you're supposed to eat spinach. You're not supposed
Raw.
to cook it, yeah, man.
I always eat it raw.
You're not supposed to cook it.
I don't even like it when it's cooked because it gets different taste.
Yeah, it does get a different taste. What you need to do is you need to cut it up in pieces, like slices. Like how you cut cheese, like there's some little spaghetti type things, and then you put that in the food, man. And you shrivel it up like that, and then you eat that, man. You put some meat in there, some chicken, lamb, whatever, man, turkey, all that there, man.
I got a question.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm studying the Old Testament,
Right.
and I'm now trying to understand why the confusion with me is now if I reach for like the end times, the Old Testament explains me that everything will go to the Father, and if you read the New Testament, it says everything goes to Yahweh Shai, right? So.
I'm gonna give you that answer. Can you get 1 Corinthians 15? But sorry, if you wasn't done.
No. Yeah, because
1 Corinthians 15, 24.
so if the Father says from He will take us back in the wilderness,
Right.
and He will get rid of the unrighteous Israelites, and that's the Old Testament. In the New Testament it says, so why should I then I'm confused with why should I believe in the New
Because it's actually the same thing. We are going to go to the wilderness again. But this time it's going to be on a different tip. Because it's going to be more as to where you will have it as... Get into the book of Ezra. They shall seek to see another man, desire to see another man, but shall not be able. It's going to be a wilderness out here. The book of Isaiah chapter 14, it says the one that makes the world as a wilderness. Who does that? Esau. So he's going to destroy the world. Have you seen the movie I Am Legend?
Yeah.
Did you see how horrible it looked? That's basically how this world is going to look. You're going to have grass growing all over here. You do know that if you don't walk on a certain place, grass will just cover it again. Okay, basically, that's what the Lord is going to do. What He's going to allow to happen upon this planet Earth. All these places are going to be unoccupied by people, and once you have no souls occupying a place, all of a sudden you're going to have basically the wild animals are going to come back and take over that, man.
That even happened during Corona, man.
Right.
When everything was locked down, animals started coming closer to the inhabited cities.
But, so what I'm confused is that it says in Scripture that the army of the Father will come, and will come with giants, and they will come to destroy the
Giants?
yeah.
Where does it say that?
Genesis 6.
Wait, man.
No, in
You got the 1 Corinthians 15 and 24? Okay, hold that.
I got that.
Get Wisdom of Solomon 2:23. Get 2nd Ezra 4 and 30.
I also got 2 Ezra 16.
Right, did you get the one that I said first?
Yeah, I gotta get it right now. 2 Ezra 4 and 20.
Okay. See, I knew you didn't say, I knew you didn't hear 4 and 30. Did you get it? Wisdom 23 and 20?
Yeah. What's 1 Corinthians 10? The rock
Oh yeah, What?
followed them.
Oh, no. Just,
Oh yeah, give me that. Yeah, give me that. I kind of forgot that. Get that in Exodus 14.
it says in Isaiah
Exodus 14.
13.
Isaiah what?
13.
Isaiah?
Yeah, 3:5.
Isaiah 13, 3 to 5?
Yeah, of 3. It starts with 3. Yeah.
3, okay, wait. Isaiah 14? 13?
13.
Okay, Isaiah chapter 13, verse. Oh, okay. The first 3 and 5, right? Isaiah chapter 13, verse. Where should I start? 3?
3.
So it says here, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger. Those are the angels.
Yeah, it's okay. May is different.
Because it says that in the book of